the 19th, 2021. Guys, realize we got one day before the inauguration of a new president, the 46th president of the United States. He'd be Joe Biden. Joe Biden, baby.
We
Joe.
did it,
Joe
Joe. We
Biden. We
did
did
it,
it,
Joe.
Joe. Joe Biden, baby.
You sound just like her,
No.
Kelly.
I practice in my bathroom.
Hey, Trump, man, you ain't got to go home, man, but you got to get the heck up out of here, dog. Take your butt back down to Florida. Definitely can't come to New York City. Can you imagine him coming to Trump Tower right now?
Oh, De Blasio was like, we got no ties.
No,
You gotta go.
All ties. Yeah, I saw that. Like
Yeah.
all
We ain't playing
ties.
with you.
All
You gotta
ties.
go.
You're done. Get out.
Do you think he has like physical keys to the White House? Like, are they gonna be like?
Well,
"Give
he's
me
got
that."
the nuclear codes until 11:59 a.m. tomorrow, and then the political football gets handed off. I think they've got multiple. I think they've got up to 4. So he's going to be flying off. I think they've got one for Biden. I think Vice President Pence might have one. So for about a minute, there's really nobody in power because like he loses power at 11:59. Biden doesn't gain power to 12:01. So what the hell happens at noon?
A lot could happen in a minute,
We about
guys.
to see.
Man, that's what I was saying. Like, what's up, folks? This is esportsXTRA, the only live call-in sports show talking traditional sports, esports, and gaming. We'll take your phone calls live here today, 877-853-5247. Meeting ID, esportsXTRA. That is 377-678-9872. Hit the pound button twice to join the show. Larry Ridley here, SNY TV, little NBC Sports, Madden NFL, NBA 2K League. Got 4 today. Not a solid 5. A little more than the big 3, right? A little 3-on-3. What can we play right now? I guess 3-on-3 with somebody on the bench.
Hey, Gus Smacker, we used to play 3 and you had a sub.
Yeah, I guess so, right?
That's old school right there.
We can play volleyball.
Yeah, I guess so, Derwin. I wasn't thinking about volleyball.
I know some volleyball.
Doubles tennis.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go.
Don't sleep on volleyball.
Well,
Especially beach volleyball.
no. Come on, Kales.
Yeah.
What is your
I'm sleeping
sport?
on volleyball.
We can do relay.
Relay.
We could run a relay.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed
Oh
in you,
my
Kales.
gosh. I'm sorry, guys. He
You
said
are-
volleyball. I got excited.
Yeah,
You know,
you got excited. How you guys
Yeah.
doing? You guys have a good weekend?
phenomenal.
Yeah. Good weekend of football.
She said phenomenal. What the hell happened? That was phenomenal. Talk to us. Just
Grown
between me
folks'
and you.
business.
Nobody's listening.
Grown folks business.
Oh, grown folk business.
No, not at all. I relaxed all weekend and watched good football, even though my picks were a little shaky.
No, we did well because we had the same picks. We were 3-1.
Yeah, we
Just
did.
like everybody
Yeah.
went 3-1.
Yeah.
So, it was a good weekend overall for all of us. Yeah, shout out to everyone watching here on twitch.tv/competeforever, youtube.com/competeforever, and facebook.com/competeforever. Everybody in the Twitch chat, we appreciate you. Jacinia out there in NYC, Manhattan, appreciate you for watching us, rocking out there in New Rock City. Thank you, baby. Guys, we're talking a lot of stuff today. We got DeMarcus Cousins, John Wall. We're getting into some NBA, a little James Harden. Zion Williamson, in my opinion, dunk of the year. He baptized the Sacramento Kings. I guess you can say if he crowned him. You want to crown him? Go ahead and crown him. He crowned him out there. What was that, Sunday night? I think it was Sunday night, right? Derwin, you usually fact check me. Sunday night?
I'm lost on this one because I was into that football Sunday night. So
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's a good. I was about to say, what the hell are you doing with?
I was watching Breeze and Brady. I'm sorry. I was caught up.
You were. We're getting LeBron James Space Jam 2 coming out July. What is I believe July 16th. We'll talk a little bit about that. Got the first look at LeBron and those guys. Space Jam 2. Patrick Mahomes, concussion, not a concussion. Had his bell rung, got choked out, got tapped out. What the hell happened? He's in the concussion protocol. That tells me your ass got a concussion. Although they say you don't really have to have one to be in the protocol. We'll go to Kelly on that one. Kelly, your husband played in the NFL. That was a concussion? I mean,
Oh, it was all the way concussion.
okay, just checking.
He was out.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody hits the ground and you see them lock up, it's a
Yeah,
wrap. It's over.
exactly.
It's over.
Good stuff. We'll talk about probably another one of the top, 3 or 4 quarterbacks in the NFL. Deshaun Watson, of course, wants out of Houston. Could he be coming here to New York City? Maybe New England. I don't know. Maybe Indianapolis. Maybe Vegas. We'll see. We'll talk about all the possibilities about Deshaun Watson. Then, of course, Compete Forever on Black News Channel this weekend. Coach K, episode 34. He's banging them out left and right. The Electric City Classic that we did live last month in Schenectady at Rivers Casino will air this weekend. Rivers did get back to us, Durbin. They're working on some dates. Throughout some dates in February and March. Hopefully, we'll get back there next month or in March. Guys, you get ready to get started at the top? Take your phone calls live at 877-853-5247, meeting ID 377-678-9872 at the pound button twice to join the show. All right, guys, DeMarcus Cousins, John Wall. A little upset at James Harden. They confronted him, had a conversation with him before a team meeting, before the trade that happened last week. I believe the trade technically 6 days ago. I believe it was on the 13th. That was last Wednesday. They talked to him during a film session, tried to air some of their grievances, didn't like the way he was playing, didn't like his body language. We talked about it last week, how James Harden was coming up the court and basically just watching those guys play. We talked about he came back, had a little, a tire around his waist at times. A couple of Big Macs, 20, 25 pounds overweight there. I think last 5 games, James Harden averaged 17 points, shot 37%. So definitely was not playing very well and was not in it. Your thoughts on Boogie Cousins and John Wall, 2 Kentucky guys, telling James, man, you got to be more professional in confronting him. Are you guys surprised by this? I'm not at all. We'll start with you, Kales, ladies first.
Nah, not at all. I would expect that from, teammates of a certain stature. Like, it doesn't matter if you want to be traded, you're still here right now, so you got to act accordingly. Like, you can't have temper tantrums and, you want what you want. Hell, we all want what we want. People in hell want ice water, but it's got to wait your turn for it. Infecting the team with the cancer of that, infecting the young boys, like whatever. So I commend people, like, because plenty of people walk around like talking behind people's backs, yada yada yada. But to be an adult about it and bring it to the source, and for him to be who he is in Houston at that time, I think it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, your thoughts on this, OG? You're connected to the NBA with the NBA 2K League and a diehard Nets fan, as you should.
Right.
It says paid to the order of Ivan Curtis, and it's got a Brooklyn Nets logo on it. You better be.
He a diehard.
Die hard.
Better be.
But every meme I find, I send it to him to heckle.
That's fair.
Yeah, and that's the reason why my take is going to be a little different. Because, because you knew that he didn't want to play. He didn't want to be there. Like, I don't know what type of effort you thought you was going to get. He's been disgruntled.
Excuse me?
He's been disgruntled probably far more than anybody even knew. And you got an influx of new players. And that was going to be your future to begin with because you knew he wasn't going to be there. So if you even sensed that that it wasn't going to work, I don't feel like they should have just had him sit out until the trade was made. Because that was inevitable. You knew that it was going to happen.
What, sit out all 9 games? Just missed the first 9 games of the season?
I don't see how I've never seen where anybody has been on the trade block or requested a trade and you really
that eventually didn't get traded.
Yeah, and like they continue to go out there and play high level basketball when they know that they don't want to be there. Like,
give credit to AD. AD did down in New Orleans.
Yeah, but you don't see that. It don't happen like that all the time. Like I said, eventually the trade was made, but I felt like they trying to force him to go out there and play when obviously he didn't show up, so he didn't want to be there.
Eating honey buns.
So yeah, and now I think
which honey buns, the money or the real honey is down there in Atlanta or Vegas?
All of the above. The strippers is mad around Houston, honey. Mad.
I'm not hurting all over the place. Well, not everywhere. Not in Atlanta. They're doing very well down there. Go ahead.
No, they mad because he left. He's a connoisseur.
He is.
Because they ain't getting none in New York. But because that
what with the secret locations and closing everything at 10 o'clock? Yeah, we good.
Yeah. So, the strip clubs in New York don't even go together compared to all the other places. But I'm not surprised.
$40 for a lap dance when I go to Atlanta and get $5 at the Blue Flame.
$40?
Yeah, some places, yeah, man. They wilding up here.
The fact that he knows he's already one up on me, but the DeMarcus Cousins and I still I'm with what they did though. Because they want to compete, they want to win. Boogie, he got a lot to prove. I mean, he been injured a lot, and really haven't been able to play his best basketball. And I think he's feeling like this is a revamp time for him. The same with John Wall. I mean, so I understood their frustrations and everything, but I just felt like they was pitted in a bad situation by him playing when they knew that he didn't want to be there.
Good point. I was going to pick up on that. It's a very good point that he brought out. You look at these two guys who've been injured the last couple of years, especially Boogie Cousins with the serious injuries that he's had, and include John Wall. Although I do want to push back a little bit on John Wall, basically saying, I feel like I can be one of the faces of the league. I can be the face of this franchise. It's like, just get back, dude. Be consistent. And look, John Wall, you're a hell of a player. You're an all-star caliber player, but in a way, though, they might be a little bit better now when you add John Wall, Boogie, and you add in Oladipo, who I love.
Oladipo.
Feathery. That's my guy from Orlando. He stole me some damn Jordans, though. Next time I see him, I'm going to let him know that. But yeah, I mean, your take on
Anytime
this.
you got a group of guys that want to be together, I think, and want to play together, that's when you get the best out of all of them. I don't care who the talent is. I mean, I think that's when you get the best out of them.
Sure. Durbin, your thoughts here on Boogie Cousins, John Wall, confronting James Harden.
Absolutely.
Whatever that means.
Absolutely. And we had this conversation about a month and a half ago about Harden. And I said, and I brought up the question about new coach, black coach, and now he gets there, and two of his best players don't want to be there. And then Harden shows up out of shape. And I said to you guys, they got to move him. They cannot.
We were on the same page that day.
They gotta move him. And Larry, you're saying we can't give him away, but you can't have a new coach and a guy just star players not buying in.
They got 4 first-round picks, so they did all right.
So, and that's the first thing.
And they got Oladipo. They did all right.
And I like John Wall, even though he's been hurt or whatever. Just me being in Hagerstown and watching him and interviews and stuff like that. He's a good player. He's a good dude. And I gotta push back OG a little bit because it sounded as if you're okay with being unprofessional.
Ooh. Oh no, I'm not. But like it's not the fact that it happened. It's not a surprise. That's all I'm saying. Like I'm not okaying it, but I'm like obviously what was going on was deeper than what we read and what we hear. So I mean, I think they knew inside that he didn't want to be there. And there probably was a lot of other stuff going on. So you already knew what you were going to get. Like, I mean, and I'm not saying it's right, but if you knew that's what you were going to get, then why force him to go out there and play?
Well, and not only that, Paul Silas did sit him down that right after that meeting, they kind of held him out. So you knew right then and there that was going to get the trade. And we remember, the comments that he made post game, basically we can't win. And this is ridiculous is basically what he was saying. This is crazy. What the hell's going on here? Like, get me out of here. So, yeah.
That's the worst. That's like the worst.
Yeah, it is. Real quickly, how do you like Harden now? I mean, talking about the Nets and how he and KD, immature, young, back in 2011, 12, all that good stuff, to now being grown men and more mature.
But how mature is Harden? I mean, his game is nice, but he still showed me some immaturity by the way he handled his way out of Houston.
But he's in Brooklyn now. How's he handling?
He's in Brooklyn now. But what we can see, he's playing well, even though he's out of shape.
They said he lost 5 pounds.
Okay.
And he got quadruple that.
If you can get 34 and 13 a night out of shape, and I need the league to get out of shape. I mean, literally, he out there sunning these guards that want to get all up on him and everything like that. I mean, and I'll be honest, like I didn't really watch a lot of James Harden like before he got to Brooklyn because I like most of the time I just that wasn't my team and he wasn't my favorite player, so I didn't watch a lot of him. But now, I mean, now other than that, like always drawing contact and getting the free throw line and stuff like that, I used to hate seeing all that, but now I love it. Like,
okay. Well, I just want to let you know, watch him heavily during the regular season because postseason he will be cast for the Ghost. So I just want to put that out there.
I don't live in the past. Like I don't do that. I don't do that because you know what? When you got easy money, when you got easy money next to you, it's a whole different vibe. I mean,
easy money sniper, is that what it is? Or something like
correct.
that?
It's still early in the game, man. And
I mean, I'm gonna say this. I don't mean to cut you
Sure.
off there, but I'm gonna say this: health for any contender is gonna be the key. Now, this is different because we ain't talking about just physical health, because it can become down to to
in between the years.
The finals where somebody tests positive for COVID or anything. Like, it's a whole lot of elements that's a lot different. Now, I'm not saying that they would, hopefully that don't come into account, but you have to put that in there. Like, I mean, because people are missing games because of it. So,
well, we saw the Celtics. They've been without a couple of players for like the last week or so. So they missed a bunch of games. Yeah, the Heat.
The Heat. Oh yeah. Yeah, like the whole team.
They look like a G League out there. I mean, that was their G League team. So
yeah, good point. Real quickly, Kels, what do you think about Kyrie? He's supposed to be back. Said he had to take a pause.
So the pause, I get it, but the non-communication, like, you have to communicate with your employer. Like, that's just how it goes. You're not above reproach for anything.
Some of us don't have to.
Apparently. But I mean, I know he struggles with like some mental health stuff, so I hope that he pulls it together.
He's just a different cat. But I will say this in all appreciation of Kyrie Irving, who's from right here, right outside of Bayonne in Newark. Where's he from? Orange, I believe. Yeah, Orange, New Jersey, right outside of Newark, basically Newark. Look at all the money he's given in the last year or two to causes. Just built George Floyd family a house. Gave $1 million+ to the WNBA for all the players that set out. So off the court, yeomanship, doing some great things off the court. So I'll leave it with that and leave it there with Kyrie doing a lot of great things off the court. Keep it back on the court. Zion Williamson, the dunk Sunday. Dunk heard around the world. I heard about it and I saw it on ESPN. I was like, oh man, we got to talk about this on Tuesday because that was the best dunk I've seen. I mean, it was drop step, jab right, coming to the left, off two hands, baptism. I mean, it was just, oh my goodness, it was a thing of beauty. OG, can you name a dunk that's been better this year so far? I can't think of one.
Not at all. I mean, and I think that's, I think far as when you think about dunks, you want to see somebody get dunked on. I mean, now, Ayton had a nice dunk the other night, but it wasn't like that. I mean, I think this is the reason why he, ultimately went number one. I mean, because he brings that wow factor and everything like that. I mean, because to me, still, Ja Morant is like, he impacts the game from all facets. But this is what you get with him. I mean, you get athleticism, you get tough. He's gonna go out and play hard. I mean, and man, it was nasty. Like,
Coach, let's go back to that dunk. Let's show it. Yeah, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going a few times. Go ahead, OG. Yeah, I just it's a thing of beauty, man. What's the guy's name? E2 or something like that? The guy he dunked on from the Kings.
Yeah, I don't even know his name. I mean,
yeah, it's a weird thing. I think it's like E2 or something like that.
Yeah, but he plays hard. He got that wow factor. I mean, really, it's so funny because I still don't even think Zion is at his best shape.
No, he's not.
And still he's able to go out and do what he does. I mean, and like I said, that's the reason why he was a number one pick. And I think the Pelicans, man, they're an interesting team because I still think like a lot of these teams are gonna get better as they go, as the season goes. And if he can remain healthy and everything like that, we're gonna see a lot more dunks coming this way.
Yeah, Derwin, what about the Kings player, man? The bench went crazy for the Pels, but I just like the fact that he just kind of just started jogging right up the court like, I'm on a poster. It is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. Yeah. I can't, let me just
get out of there.
Skedaddle, man. Let me get out of here. Yeah, don't linger. Don't bring more attention and more shame to your family.
Yeah. He'll think twice again about jumping. You just get out of there.
Get out of there.
When that big man comes through. I mean, Zion, he's a powerful guy, and he's electric. But the question is always going to be, can he play a full season? So we'll see if he, stay healthy, keep his conditioning together. Possibly could be a force, but.
Me too. Okay, so I was gonna say, I didn't want to say me too.
Me too.
Not in the damn climate we're in. Speaking of the climate, my New York Mets. Boy, good gracious, we're gonna talk about that.
Who's texting?
It can be a little different because the next time somebody get dunked on, he can say, he dunked on me too.
He dunked on me too. I got dunked on as well. We're gonna get into Jared Porter. Serious topic. Pretty sure we'll have some guys. It's never a good idea to send your package.
Don't text him.
Unless you know the girl and let's y'all.
No, still don't.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Still don't. Still,
yeah,
just never do.
Never do it.
It's
I got
never
the
do it.
3-strike rule anyway.
What is the 3-strike?
You mean not
rule,
62
Ivan?
strikes? You mean not 62 strikes?
Definitely not. If I message 3 times and I don't get a response, I don't message them. I delete and move on. Like I don't even.
That batting average, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Save it for tomorrow because we definitely will need it. Real quickly, Kels, you were talking about best dunk of the year so far. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was super dynamic. I'm excited to see him playing well. I think that so many people want to doubt him or, trash talk him about, he may not fit the bill for what, a typical, basketball player may look like. And yeah, he, definitely has some maturing and growing to do in his game. But I am so excited that he is healthy and back playing well. I think that he's great for the sport. He's great for his franchise. So I'm just looking for more from him for sure because like he's so young and his upswing has, just so much. So I'm hype on it.
Well, the only thing I'm worried about is the weight. Look, he's a fabulous player, quick twitch muscles. He's got some better shoes now that he had at Duke, apparently. Clearly, with a big ass contract that he has in the pro game. But you just worry about the weight and on the knees and stuff. Like I don't have any worries right now the next 2-3 years, but like I wonder where he's going to be when he's 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I don't know if he'll be as explosive. Will he add some other elements to his game? That's what we'll find out, and we'll see. Got a great coach though. Stan Van Gundy was with him in Miami and in Orlando, so he's got a really good teacher.
Let me say this: he got like that old man walk, like
he does.
Uncle that work on cars or something like that, like
with the cigarette hanging from his lip, talking about your alternator.
Every step is like thunder. Is like doom, doom, doom. I'm like, are you a Sasquatch or? What's going on?
It's crazy though. You see that, and then the next thing you know, they lob it up in the air, and he's jumping 45, 48 inches off the ground. Like, I mean, it's crazy. But I mean, I always laugh every time I see him like run up and down the court because it's that little old wobbling.
I know it is. It's wobbling, and it's just thunderous steps. That's funny. Real quickly, everybody on board? Dunk of the year, right?
Yeah, it's early. Something's gonna surpass it.
Oh my gosh, Derwin is never impressed, man.
Book it. We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
It was a nice dunk.
You ain't never impressed, man. What's
I don't
up?
have time for this, Sean.
What's
it gonna take to impress you?
It reminds me of Dominique Wilkins. He had some great dunks like that. I mean,
what's it gonna take to impress you, Derwin? What's been impressive so far?
Kaepernick
2021.
2021.
Yeah.
Basketball or any sport?
Anything. Just anything in life. You know
what was really impressive to me?
What?
Aaron Rodgers running that for that first down, that touchdown.
Okay.
And he pump fake and got the guy. I mean, that was just that play.
Chad Henne. The Chad Henne run.
Chad Henne run, but Aaron Rodgers because he's not Lamar. Sure. He's mobile, but
clearly.
He's past the line of scrimmage and he's still pump fake. Guy jumps in the air and he gets to the pylon. That was a play of the weekend for me.
All right, good point. We'll keep it moving here. We'll take your phone calls live 877-853-5247. Meeting ID esportsXTRA. That's 377-678-9872. Hit the pound button twice to join the show. Larry Ridley here, Durham Worrell, Ivan Curtis, OG King Kurt, Kelly Wells Brinkley, our Olympian. Bronze medalist back in 2012 London Games. I just saw that. I saw that head, kind of like you were feeling that. I was like, yeah, I like that head shirt.
It's because my ring light is on. Really, that's all. Like, I'm so sorry, guys.
Ring light makes perfect sense. Speaking of ring light, the light will be shining on LeBron James this summer with Space Jam 2. You guys get a look at the trailer, the first look. He looks good in his uniform. We're going to show some pictures now. We got a bunch of
God, really, Derwin?
It's gonna come out.
Really,
I'm gonna watch Space Jams. Come on,
Space Jam 2. I don't even remember if I saw the first one. I remember it came out in '96. Hell,
What?
the first Space Jam made 250 million dollars, which is about 400 million today. I know good and well. I know for a fact Space Jam 2 ain't gonna make nowhere near as much as 400 or 500 million dollars. But we'll see, because they're going to be the comparisons. The first one, MJ, and of course, LeBron on and off the court. Your thoughts, guys? Have you seen anything with the first look? We'll start with you, Kales, on Space Jam 2. What's it called? The Legacy or whatever? Something
A
Legacy?
new
It's called
legacy.
A new
New
Legacy.
Legacy. Yeah.
Hey.
I think it's adorable. Oh
Uh,
my gosh.
Ah,
I think
Oh
it's
my
so
goodness.
he's got a young
cute.
child. Yeah,
I
so
So
that's
have
do
the
a
young
little
I.
mom right there.
We
one.
not going to see
Hey,
this.
then
You're
go-
gonna see it,
Yes.
Derwin. You're gonna
Go
see
get
it,
the- hey,
Derwin.
go get the original Space Jam, man.
Derwin,
We've seen we love the original Space Jam here. So and then my little he loves LeBron James. Like he loves
Derwin
it.
gonna see on the
So
low.
I'm gonna
LeBron
take it.
James.
Yeah, he loves LeBron. So I think that it's so cute and I think it's generational to grow kids with the same stuff that we had. Like it's great. Like
You
I'm so
better
and
go
it
take
comes
him to
out on
see
my
Trolls.
birthday. So if I hear that damn troll song one more time.
Which one? The first one or the second one?
All of the above again. And the mini series.
The first one was better than the second one.
Absolutely. But
Yeah.
no, I think it's so cute. Why do you guys hate it so much?
I guess when I hear words like cute and adorable, I'm like I'm out.
Yeah.
That's all.
I'm just saying in all the remakes, man. Just come out with another movie. Like, I mean, I'm
I'm
not a
with you
big
on that.
fan of remakes.
Yeah.
Everything is remakes. You're right.
Yeah,
Music,
like,
Everything.
let me give you
yeah.
a perfect example of like something that's continued that they really
Uh-oh.
took it in the right direction. The Karate Kid with Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai. Oh, my boys are watching that.
No, I don't watch all. But you adding all that. But what I'm saying is they stayed with a storyline and built off of it. They didn't remake anything. That's what I like. Like they took it and grew another extension. They didn't try to remake anything or nothing like that.
Okay, fair.
That's what I like. I ain't with the remakes.
Well, there's one thing I do want to see come back, and that's damn it, Coming to America. I've been waiting on that. Now that's coming out
Better
in
be
March.
good. Better be good.
It's
that's gonna be
It has to be
hard.
good.
It's gonna be hard to live up to that standard, though,
Yeah.
man. Like my expectations are low because I don't want to keep them. They ain't gonna hit that bar, dog.
Yeah, a lot of stars in
My
there.
son works. Come on, they ain't hitting that.
What is that, velvet?
What's that, velvet?
What is that,
So
velvet?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Scooter.
Hey, alien. Yes, hey, alien. No.
That boy
Big
good.
Nick, that boy good.
Michael Black's
Good
gonna
and
be in it
terrible.
too.
Yeah, no.
That's
That
what I heard
just,
in TMZ.
yeah, we'll see. Your thoughts,
I'm the
Derwin?
same as you, Larry. I'm the same as you. I don't place high expectations on certain things like that because you're
So
only gonna
cute.
let
She's
yourself
gonna be
down.
disappointed. Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
no. And I've been waiting on this thing for like 20 plus years. When me and Coach K met, we actually bonded over Coming to America. That's one of the first few things we started cracking jokes about, and we throw in some Ray movie references too. So
Good
Oh,
movie.
oh yes,
Great.
yes. Well, because we deal with all these
Great.
freaking Ahmeds all the time, so it's like, all right, what's up, Ahmed? We accidentally call people Ahmed sometimes. It's like, what? I'm like, oh my bad, never mind, don't worry about
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna keep my masters. Yeah.
it. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Move on. Yeah.
Man, that's that boy right there. Speaking of boy, Derwin Morrell, you got a little boy. You're not in a Space Jam too, man.
Nah, man. I mean, it's two different times. You think back when Space Jam 1 was made, Michael Jordan,
96.
Long time ago.
I mean, global icon. He made the game global. Bugs Bunny.
Sure.
You put them two together. Yeah, it was going to make a lot of money. Now it's
R.
like,
Kelly on the soundtrack.
my son doesn't watch Bugs
We
Bunny.
ain't talking about that.
No.
He watches like Teen Titans now. I mean, it's
Yeah.
different, you know.
Sure.
We grew up on Saturday morning watching cartoons, watching the ABC or whatever.
Mhm.
And it's just a different time. I don't know how many people are going to flock to Space Jams too, just because LeBron is in it.
Man, you're gonna have the LeBron Space
yeah.
Jams.
Yeah, I saw your boy was in it. Used to play with the Clippers. Blake Griffin, I know he's in it. Some other NBA stars and players in it. So I'm with OG on it. It's like it's a remake. LeBron. I mean, Mike already did it. We saw it during the Last Dance. Look, Mike had that thing. He had it going. Had his own gym and everything out there when he was making the movie.
The players was in there, yeah.
Yep. I mean, the Breads were about to come out. Jordan was hot.
As if we
at that
need
time.
any more MJ and LeBron comparisons. Here we go again. Like, I mean,
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you compare them, like I said, I looked it up. Space Jam 1 netted $230+ million, which today is around 385, $400 million. LeBron's movie Space Jam 2 cost $180 to make. They might break even. That's my prediction.
Wow.
What you think?
It might be an L.
I was
so.
thinking about. So, what do you think, Kels? You think they break even? Box
I
office?
think they'll make money. No, they'll make money.
How much money? They spent $180. They gonna double it, or what do you think? What do you think?
I don't know about doubling it, but I think that like the capabilities now are easier to make money because now all of these movies they can release them to home to your on demand, and you got all these parents at home on a Saturday and a Sunday after they done worked a 50-hour plus work week. You're gonna spend the $45 to buy it just so your kid sits there and be quiet so you can decompress. Like it comes.
No, what the hell are you talking about?
$45.
Trolls came out on demand and it was like $26 or something like that. If you don't have a jailbroken Fire Stick.
Whoa.
Hey.
I said if you don't, I don't know what anybody has at their house. So but it's it's really easy to now make the money for it.
Sure.
It's more easy access, but I still don't know how many.
There's more competition. There's a lot more competition too, because then you got a billion damn movies to watch.
Y'all tell me how it is, because I ain't watching.
I'm not paying for it. I know that.
Yeah, Kels, let me know.
Exactly, Kels. or you can just give me your password. I got HBO Max. I know it's coming out on HBO Max, so
I don't even have that.
Yeah, I think
so they're doing most movies like that now because either movie theaters are closed down or the occupancy is so low. So they're releasing and I mean everything to like a something plus so they can make money. Because they got to release these movies. They've got all this stuff sitting around.
But if you notice, some of the big movies they're holding back. Like I know.
Can they please?
Godzilla, they're doing
can they release Candyman 2, please? Because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of waiting for it.
Candyman 2.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
I love horror movies.
I'm with you. Well, we need to have. Well, no, we can't do it. I was about to say, we should have a horror movie. Now, I love horror movies, man.
Me too.
I love scary movies.
There's so many bad ones out there, and I still will watch them.
I'll watch them all.
Don't like them.
Nah.
Yeah.
We
Why
got
did
enough.
they scare you?
It's called the news is the horror story.
But that's like a real one. At least like a movie I can disappear and be like, oh, that shit's not real.
They just don't be any good. Like I mean,
they're not. But I mean,
I think about
they look scary.
You think about
you just want to see blood, OG.
The commercials are enough.
Growing up like with Freddy Krueger, Jason, like
Michael Myers,
Poltergeist,
y'all know what scared me when I was a kid?
What's that?
Hellraiser. Scared them.
Pinhead.
Like yes.
Hey,
they don't make them like that no more.
When he told a girl, he's like, "Go on, explore. But if you trick us again, girl, your sufferings will be legendary, even in hell." I was like, "Oh!"
It was like the scariest movies I've ever seen in my life. That and Candyman 1.
Yeah.
Like Candyman 1, like I was like, I probably need therapy after this.
Speaking of streaming, guys, if you got Disney Plus, check out the one and only Ivan. Got a nice cameo appearance by your boy Larry Ridley. Make sure you get them. I'm looking for those royalties. I could definitely use them. I got 4 kids, not 4, but 4. So y'all check that out.
For your
Tell your agent
for your Oscar consideration.
No, my agent, he ain't get none of that. That was all me. He ain't get none of that one. No. We'll keep it moving. Patrick Mahomes, speaking of moving, 3rd down, running a little option play. Already had a bad toe. The linebacker for Cleveland, I forget his name, hog-tied him, tapped him out, was out like a light. Left the game, concussion protocol. I think he's doing well now. He's entered it. It's 5 steps, if I'm not mistaken, right, Derwin? If I'm not mistaken about the concussion protocol, he's entering it. Could practice tomorrow. They're optimistic that he'll play. There's some talk that if this was pre-concussion protocol, he probably would have been able to come back into the game as well. Your thoughts here? Did he have a concussion? And just the funny business with the titles and what to call it. No, Jay Glazer said, no, he didn't have a concussion. He got knocked out, or he tapped out, or I think he said choked out or something like that. I'm like, that's still getting knocked the hell out. Or as Chris Tucker would say, you got knocked the bleep out. I mean, we'll start with you, Derwin. Go
I mean, just look. When I saw the replay the other day, I was watching to see if his head hit the turf.
It did.
And to me, it didn't look like it hit that hard. It looked like he might have been. Glazer might be right, because if you look at how his neck was folded under, and that the pressure was around his neck, he might have been. He might have been tapped out and choked out because he was woozy getting up. But I was looking for his like the whiplash of his head hitting the grass, the turf, and it didn't seem like. I've seen worse to me, but he was definitely out. And hats off to Henny to come in that game and stabilize things and keep them afloat, because Cleveland had momentum and they were coming.
The Browns down 5 with the ball, about 6, 7, 8 minutes left in the game. It's in your hands. You got to win that game, dog. You're not going to get a better opportunity to beat that team in that stadium in this year, a special circumstance like that, and you can't. You got to make Chad Henne do everything he can to beat you. Like I'm going cover 0. I'm bringing the house. I'm not letting you run the ball.
You can't go
like
cover 0. Well, you cannot go without Tyreek.
Well,
you cannot go cover 0.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe I'll go cover 1 and have a free safety, but I'm bringing some pressure. I'm not. Chad Henne's got to beat me.
Hey, I think he could have went cover 0. I mean, the way he threw up the 1 interception, like it was just, like he was playing what we used to play in the park. Just throw the ball up and whoever catch it, take off running.
Right.
Throw back and tackle.
But this is the thing. I'm with you.
Yard fighters, what we used to call it, or something like that.
Yeah. Like that was the part.
Kill the something.
Kill the carrier.
Well, there was another word we used to call it, but it will be politically correct.
But that was the thing that frustrated me the most, because I felt like the Browns had a huge opportunity to capitalize out there with Mahomes not being in the game. And they didn't really apply any pressure. I mean, and they played so lax. And really, Kansas City established the running game more effectively after he went out. Like, I mean, and I don't know, it was hard to watch. I mean, like I said, I'm not a Browns fan, but me being from Ohio, I was definitely rooting for him. But I mean, and to me, that's the difference between the okay teams and mediocre teams and the good and great teams. I mean, Mahomes basically beat them in 3 quarters. So, I mean, it was tough.
Well, part of that is also the Chiefs defense ain't no slouch. I mean, they knew Mahomes not in the game. They got to hold that down. Honey Badger's back there.
My boy Ward from Middle Tennessee.
I mean, those boys, they knew they had to lock it down.
Honey Badger has some of the best instincts I've seen on the field. Yeah. Like, it's crazy. Like, the way he, like, cuts back and, like, you think he's going one way, and then he just cuts back. And, like, when he got the interception, I was like, wow. Like, I love seeing good instincts on the player. Sorry, Derwin, I didn't mean to.
Yeah, but, that defense knew the game was going to be in their hands, because they don't have that guy. Their leader's not out there. That defense had to hold it down, and they did. And then the goal line play wound up a touchback. That was a killer. Was it Higgins?
Yeah, that was. And I don't know if you saw the Patriots players tweeting like, that's a big. Bill Belichick preaches that. He goes crazy. You never see New England Patriots players. Maybe a rookie. I know your boy N'Keal Harry did it, and he had the same thing happen to him first week of the season against the Dolphins. They never reach for the pylon like that, because 1 inch one way and it's a touchback or it's a fumble.
Yeah.
So, but Kels, your thoughts there? With the wording, I guess, at the end of the game, like concussion, knocked out, choked out, lights out, like Sean Merriman. I mean, what are we doing here?
So, before I was refined as I am, I have seen a hood fighter too, right? So I've seen a dude be knocked out and not get up as stumbly as Mahomes was. So, like, that's what concerned me. And so, yes, the hit to the head wasn't that hard, but sometimes all it takes is the sweet spot to get hit. And so I personally think he has a concussion. And yes, they're going to walk him through all these, all these steps of he's in step 1, step 5, step 3. It wasn't a concussion. But really, at the end of the day, that's nothing but to protect the NFL's what. Because when he's done and he's 30-something years old and he does have, traumatic brain injury, that's also just to cover themselves so he can't come back and be like, no, I need all of that money. Like, I need all of that. So I personally think he had a concussion just from watching him hit the ground and then watching him lock up, being able to look into his eyes and like him not necessarily knowing where he was at that moment, like being super dazed. I thought like it was really scary to me. I think that it is
He fell
hella
down.
scary. Yeah.
He fell down again for the second
And
time.
yes, and then he had to like hold on to his teammates and hold on to opposing players. Like it's rough.
You got to
And
come out.
yes, it's a sport and it's what they know that they sign up for, but you still never wish that on anybody.
I tell you what, it reminded me a little bit. Like you could tell things are changing, but you get into the playoffs. Like he's gonna play next week. There's no way in hell they're
Oh
gonna hold him
yeah.
out. Everybody on the record, Mahomes. Everybody thinks he's gonna play. I know
Yeah,
good
he's
damn
playing.
well he's gonna play. He's playing.
Yeah.
I mean, but that foot's not gonna be healed.
Well, they said
I
they're
mean,
more their least. That's the least of their concerns.
They're
is
gonna
the
wrap it
turf.
up.
The turf
Yeah.
too.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, that was
Shoot
I
it
mean,
up, wrap it up.
beyond him being knocked out or concussion or whatever. That was the thing. Like me seeing him limp around was hard to watch. I mean, because it was plays where I remember he had ran one time and then and the way he like landed, like you could tell like his foot was like really hurting because he didn't slide like or anything like he normally would do. And then when he got up, I mean the lineman helping him up and everything, like it just I don't know. I mean, I understand competitive and wanting to win and stuff, but this is a sport like Kelly was saying where you walk away being an older man
Sure.
and then you living with regrets for the present of the accolades and everything that he's playing for, but it ain't always worth it at the end of the day.
But they're playing for a ring. This
Yeah.
is what they play for. I remember the Super Bowl between myself and Derwin's team, Super Bowl 49. I was out there in Glendale, and Julian Edelman. Remember that hit he took over across the middle from your boy
I'm still
Bam?
mad about that hit because he should have been pulled out of the
He
game.
should have been out. He was out.
Ridiculous.
He was
and
out.
Then they take Cliff Averill. They take our best pass rusher out of the game. Say he got a concussion, and now we don't have a pass rush.
That's fair.
Terrible.
No, you're right. That was fair. I'm like, ooh, Julian
Because
Edelman.
Cam Chancellor blew him
He blew
up.
him up. Yep.
How do you let this guy stay in the game?
No.
And he's
But
killing us.
credit to Edelman. He's a tough little cookie. I mean, he
Yeah,
took that hit and kept
Yes.
going. But yeah, good stuff there. We'll talk about the other quarterback, Deshaun Watson down in Texas, with the Houston Texans. He wants out. Seems like that. He did tell the fans in Houston who were trying to plan some sort of march or something
No, this
in
was
his
a thing
honor.
here.
This was a
This is
real
a
thing.
Yeah,
he had to
there's
go
a
on
thing.
Twitter, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I saw it.
Like they were congregating to march for him.
Right. Like what?
He did more than what 45 did.
Also factual.
Joe Biden, baby.
We did
He
it,
said,
Joe.
y'all need to chill. He's like, y'all need to chill out.
He came out. He's like, "Don't do this. There's
Don't do it.
COVID out there.
Sit
Keep
down.
everybody safe."
Football.
And I'm leaving
Sit
anyway.
down.
But he said that boy was woozy. Who was this, Mr. Charm City? Yeah, he was. Yeah,
He was.
Julian Edelman, the slot machine, was definitely woozy on the head. If you don't remember, guys, go take a look at that Super Bowl 49. The Patriots coming back. That shot. I think it was like a long third down too, right over the middle. Took the hit. It's like a long third and 15 or something. He picked it up. So
And wait, who hit him?
Cam Chancellor.
Squad. Sorry.
That's that
Shout out
Virginia.
to the homie.
What
Shout
squad?
out to the
Karen
homie.
squad? What?
No, he's from Virginia.
Virginia.
Good friend of mine.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, what's the other squad? Suicide Squad? I mean, what squad you on?
I don't know nothing about that. I'm too cute to die.
Ah, she's not too cute.
Too cute.
No, with Deshaun though, you look at it. Look, he's not happy with the Texans, the general manager, the ownership. They got rid of his boy Nuke DeVon, DeAndre Hopkins last year in the trade. He wants to be, a part of and privy to everything that's going on. They brought in, Casario from the New England Patriots. They didn't really talk to him about that. They got, Jack Easterby down there who came from New England. I don't know if they're getting along well. You guys think Deshaun's coming back with the Texans? And if you don't, where do you think he'll go? Jets, Patriots, where do you think he's going? 49ers? I've seen Bears, Falcons. He had a Falcons jersey on the other day. I think he's from Georgia, right? Or is he from South Carolina? Which one? I think he's from Georgia.
I think he's from Georgia. Yes.
He's from Georgia.
Let's,
Yep.
let's look
Yeah.
him up.
Warwick. Remember Warwick Dunn?
Yeah, he's from Georgia, I
for
think.
his mom. For
Mom,
the house and stuff
okay.
like that.
Kelly's gonna look it up. Durbin, you go ahead and start us off here. What do you think here about Deshaun? Will he leave the Texans, and who you think he'll play for?
I think he's done. I think he's pretty much made it known that he's done. They haven't done. I don't think they've done right by him. All the good players, they've left him with nothing pretty much. You get rid of his best wide receiver,
and for nothing.
I'd be like New England.
They have mismanaged. They've given away. They've gotten fleeced by other teams, giving away draft picks and players. In Seattle, we got his left tackle. It cost us nothing to get him. He's just giving away players. They have set themselves up not to be in a good position. It's really their two main stars, at him and J.J. Watt. I mean, they bring him back next. He goes back there next year. He's just going to get beat up again and have a 4-12 season. I don't even know how many games they won this year.
If they make the playoffs, you could make the case he was the MVP, or at least one of the top 2 or 3 for sure.
Yeah, he just doesn't have a lot to work with. When I look at a team like the Jets, they have a lot of capital. They got money, got some draft picks. They got a new coach. I love the new coach, but I'm kind of worried about him being in New York and being a defensive coach. I got a little thing about that. This would be scary. San Francisco would be scary. That would be really scary.
Because the deep
that would concern me.
Well,
I like it, Shanahan,
but maybe
I like it.
Jimmy G goes back to New England.
They would like to have him. I think
they would love to have him.
They would love to have him back.
They would.
That was Belichick's guy.
It was. Belichick loved him.
He loved him, and Tom was like, "Get your ass out of here."
He's like, he had to go to the boss. Like, look, man, this is uncomfortable. First time in my career, I'm like, I don't want to see Jimmy G. First of all, he looks just as good as me. We can't have that.
I have the funniest story about Tom Brady. So Jasper played in New York, and I'd seen Tom Brady from like afar a bunch of times. But I was walking like after the game. You know, you can go through the back hallways to get to the player's card. So I'm walking and I have my little bag, and I'm like walking, and I look over and I see Tom. And I had never like been up close to him. When I tell you I fangirled, like I was like, that is a fine man. Like
he got swag too. He's got swag, man.
Yes, and he was like, hey, how are you? I was like,
did y'all see his Twitter?
I'm fine, Mr. Brady.
Jasper was like, ma'am.
You better get it together.
Pull yourself, and I was like,
pull yourself together. Hey, I would have grabbed your
dimple
like,
right here. No, he was like, "Do we have a problem?"
Yeah.
We do not. We do not. I was just caught off guard. He had the swoop over and the dimple right here.
Right. I can just leave your ass here at this stadium.
Yeah,
it's my Tom Brady story.
You can stay here at the stadium, be by your damn self. It was security all night.
He's fine.
Go ahead, OG. Your thoughts here on Deshaun Watson? Okay, Kels, where do you think he's going to be? Well, you're in Houston. What's the sense down there? Is he going to leave?
Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
What?
Because they've done him a disservice. Like, he has no team. I think he's a wonderful player, and I think he's a great human being. But he has no team around him. And if he was untalented or a mediocre quarterback, it wouldn't bother me at all. I'd be like, whatever. But the fact that he's immensely talented, like I would hate for him to stay here, be the face of a winless franchise. You know, like you got your players going off on teammates in the media. It's like a circus here. Get him out of here. Get him somewhere where he's got some effective weapons and that he can actually have a career and flourish, because we're always, complaining and moaning about the black quarterback when, he doesn't play like the typical black quarterback. He actually throws and has some, talent. Not to say that, because I love me a running quarterback, but I think that he can't do anything here.
He led the league in passing yards this year. He was great.
He's got to get out of here to have a career, because they're literally giving away the best players here for nothing. Zero. So who's he gonna throw to? His grandma? No.
Yeah. Well,
and he's from Georgia. He's from Gainesville, Georgia.
Gainesville, Georgia. Okay, we thought GA. Ain't no more play in GA. OG. So where do you think he'll be? Get him out of here. Where does he go? Kills.
I think San Fran would be kind of good.
That is sweet.
Like, I love Kyle. And I think that he's a great offensive mind.
He is.
So I think that that would be a great fit.
Kelly Wills Brinkley bringing it tonight. OG, your thoughts? Deshaun Watson, quick.
I think, respectfully speaking, as a general manager, it's sad to see because
which you are.
You are. Flex on them. Flex on them, bro.
Well, this is the thing. when you have a star player.
Oh, you can actually see muscles coming through that damn sweatshirt. Look at that, Kels.
You
Shit.
better be fit.
Girl, you better.
Better
when
be
you have
fit.
when you have a star player, like, and especially he plays the most intricate position on the team, and the quarterback, how do you not like converse with him and who to bring in and who to let go, especially on that side of the ball? Like you're saying, it's just been sad to see, because what he does gets overshadowed because of the lack of management from that team. I mean, because he's going out balling with less, and really, it's so bad to the fact that I almost want to apologize to Derwin about some of the comments that I done made about quarterbacks, because here he is not having a lot of talent and still putting up tremendous numbers. Like, I mean, and I'm sitting here been all the whole time arguing about Lamar not having weapons and this and that. And here we like Deshaun, like you could easily forget about him. And then when you go back and look at the numbers, it's like, man, he balling off the charts. But
Have you not looked at his numbers this year? Like almost 5,000 yards for TD.
No, that's
like,
what I'm saying.
He
That's
balled.
what I'm saying. No,
And
that's what I'm
against-
saying. But
exactly.
you will forget about it because they're not competing, and then it makes zero sense of some of the moves that you didn't see. But to answer the question, I see him wherever he goes is going to be on the East Coast. He just did our Brooklyn Nets Martin Luther King program, and that was interesting to see. So I'm thinking somewhere it's going to be on the East Coast. Like, I mean,
back pages of the Post, Gang Green, right?
That's what I'm thinking. That,
but what said something? Watch something,
I like that Patriots look too, though.
Man,
not bad, but they got to give him somebody to throw to.
Well,
like
they don't have the money. Well, they got money, but like,
they
can't give up all because you're gonna have to give up probably 2 first-round picks bare minimum, probably.
Yeah, they don't.
Like, I think that he would work well with Belichick in that regiment because he is such a regimented guy. But I don't want him to go to another team that isn't gonna give him, a surrounding cast of 1, 2. Like, give him somebody that can be developed.
Well,
at
the
least
Patriots will have about $60 to $70 million to spend in free agency, but your boys, the New York Jets, they're gonna have more than that to spend, and they've got the draft capital as well. Real quickly, Durham, where do you think he'll go?
The one team that I think is a quarterback away, and he would be great there. I don't know about that cap. I don't know how much money they got.
Chicago would be hot.
Well, the coach Nagy's good, but I'm still looking at Indianapolis with what they got. Because
then you get to stick it to your team twice a year.
Yeah, because Philip Rivers, he might retire too. Philip Rivers is about done.
True.
He's done.
I mean,
also that
he had a 1-year deal. He had a 1-year deal.
Yeah, okay,
they're gonna get Wentz.
Yeah, probably because of Wright. Yep.
But that's
I could see Wentz going to New England. I think McDaniels.
He needs to go somewhere where he can rebuild his.
I want to see him win. Definitely want to see that guy. I root for him. I
can see him going to Seattle. Can you picture Deshaun?
No, stop.
Oh, I was like, is this a joke?
You're capping. You're capping.
Look at him. He's all right. Stop it.
Hey, old train of thought about to go out the window.
He's like, stop. He ain't going to Seattle.
Somewhere Future's laughing.
Oh, I know.
You know, it would be great. I don't think it'll happen. New Orleans would be great, but I don't think that happens.
Not a bad.
That's an even hotter take.
New Orleans might need a quarterback.
Hey,
that's a hotter take, man.
Not a bad
Only thing,
idea.
you know what I was thinking though? He's been playing, in Houston. And I just think about the warm weather and everything like that. So like I'm thinking about him playing in the dome versus coming up having to play in the cold here and there. Like I look at stuff like that.
It's just Matt Ryan's not done though. That's the thing. Atlanta would be
They
scared to go home, but
they
he's not
love
done.
him. They love Matt Ryan.
They love him, but he ain't Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, but that owner Arthur Blank ain't gonna move Matt Ryan out.
Yeah,
Watson.
You can
get him for the right price. You can real quick. OG, finish your thought. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Oh no, I was just saying I think about stuff like that. Like you got the warm climate. I even talked about that with Brady, like being
as Tom Brady, exactly.
Yeah, to be able to revive
He's out
his
here
career
flourishing.
in a warmer climate, and then potentially get to play. The Super Bowl is always going to be in a warm climate place or in a dome or whatever. So, I mean, I always look at stuff like that.
Yeah, good stuff. I agree. We're going to be doing.
Wait, I got
speaking
one more for you.
Go ahead.
I'm circling back to the Mahomes. Jasper's watching from somewhere.
Oh, he's watching. Tell
He's
Jasper,
watching.
what's up, baby?
Call
We got
him,
to
baby.
on the show, man.
Please no. Anyways, he
What?
says
You're welcome.
that he
You're
says
welcome,
I
Tom.
asked him. I said, "What do you think about Mahomes' concussion? Not concussion." He said, "Definitely a concussion. The defender arm is wrapped around one side of his head, but the defender dropped all of his weight onto the front of his helmet, and so that's what caused the hit. So you can't outwardly see it, but it's the drop of the weight." He said, "Definitely a concussion." He said. Mac Wilson made a nice play. It's just the cost of doing business sometimes, so it wasn't dirty.
You shouldn't be running
Hey,
your quarterback
Huz.
in the playoffs like that. Good
Hey,
job, hubby.
Hubs.
Good job, Jasper. No,
Like
seriously.
Scoop.
We got. You know what? Let's try to get Jasper on Thursday, maybe. I got a $6. Let's get him on. We'll talk some
I'll
NFL,
ask him.
AFC, NFC championship game. Tell him we'll get him on for like the first. No, we need him for the whole show. But we'll make it just. We'll make it short. We'll make it like 3 or 4 topics. We'll make it short, like 30
I
minutes.
mean, he's fine. It's just okay.
Well, we can't afford you, Jasper. I'm just, but you're welcome to come on. I'm just,
Pre-revenue.
Yeah. Okay, let's work on that. You got 2 days, Kales. Work on that. See if we get him Thursday.
Bogus.
I'm
Is that cool?
persuasive.
I believe you.
Inside
I
track.
believe you.
Inside track.
Let's get out of here because I said we'll be out here about 8. We got 1 minute.
Look at
Compete-
that.
Yeah, Compete Forever on Black News Channel this weekend, episode freaking 34. Can you believe that, Coach K?
Hey,
30 freaking
I
4,
can believe
man.
it.
Yeah. Shout out to Coach K doing all of the editing for our TV shows. Derwin Worrell is going to be all over this one, man. As we show the pictures right now, you see Derwin in the pictures. Compete Forever Black News Channel this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Eastern, nationally on Black News Channel. Comcast Xfinity, DirecTV, which I watch on 342, ATT Uverse, also what is it? Comcast. I said that.
Yeah, Spectrum.
Spectrum and Charter cable as well. So about 70 million homes. So pretty good across the country. The ratings are doing pretty good. So they're happy with us at Black News Channel. We got to keep churning out some good products and good shows. They love the Madden League. So let's keep churning that out. We're at least through episode 40 because I just signed up for another 4 more. So we'll keep going as long as they'll have us. But we appreciate all you guys for checking us out and all the players in the Madden League that's really helped us out. And Derwin Worrell doing a great job on the sidelines, cracking jokes and making fun of me and everybody else. So good stuff. Saturday, Sunday this weekend, 11 a.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Eastern. Guys, let's get out of here. Any shout outs before we go? OG?
Unfortunately, I had a family friend of mine. She passed away yesterday. Donna Clark. She was real instrumental in everything that I've accomplished in these last couple of years. So it's a stinger, but I just want to pay tribute to her. I mean, and everything that she helped me get to where I'm at today.
Condolences.
Condolences to Donna and her family. Condolences to Donna and her family. K-Dubs.
I'm all good. Yeah, no. My love goes to Ivan, and everyone affected by that. And
sure.
Geez, sorry.
Shout out to the baby boy. We didn't get to see his face today. That was
Thank
a
God.
T-rash move by him by not showing his face today.
No Roblox. No Roblox.
That was a T-rash move.
That's what he's playing right now.
Of course.
Yeah. Don't give him your credit card.
Hey, they're about to go.
I unhooked all of my stuff from that.
They're about to have the IPO, Roblox. Invest.
D-Dubs, what you got, man? Any shout outs real quick?
No, I'm good, man.
Shout out to the wife, man. Come on.
Oh,
now.
yeah. Shout out to the wife. Shout out to my son. Every time I'm on, he always wants to say hello to you guys. I'm like,
bring him
I'm
on.
working.
Bring him on. Come on, bring him on.
Austin.
Ah! Sounds like me yelling at my kids.
Oh, happy belated birthday to your daughter, OG.
Oh,
yes.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
See you later, Austin. Good seeing you, buddy. You okay? You having a good night?
Yes.
All right, you getting ready for school tomorrow, correct?
Tell me he got to go to bed.
Yeah, it's
early.
Bedtime. You know what? I'm going to let you step to 8:30 tonight, though. You've earned it, okay? Tell your dad you get 8:30. Tell your dad Larry Ridley said 8:30 tonight. That's what I'm rolling with. See what he says. Shout out to everybody. Coach K back there pushing all the right buttons. Everybody watching on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Shout out to Jacinia Vargas, Jasenia out there in Manhattan, New York City. Thank you for watching, Baby Doll. Thanks for watching Esports Extra, the only live call-in sports show talking traditional sports, esports, and gaming. We'll see you tomorrow right back here, live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, right here, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. Make it a good one, folks.